Hey folks, I'm Rocco Exotic, and I'm the Pasta King, and welcome to the fucking show! Woo! Alright, today we're going to be making meatballs, so why don't we jump on over to my chopping block and let's get started. Alright folks, before we get started, I want to let you in on a little secret here. These balls are so good that they remind me of my ex-husband, God rest his soul. But whenever I start thinking about him real hard and start getting all blue, I just whip me up a batch of these bad boys, rub them on my face, and it's like he's almost right there with me again. So amen to that, brother. Let me show you what you're going to need for this. So for our meatballs, we got 2 cups Parmesan cheese, about 2.5 cups of crusty Italian bread, chopped up into some little cubes. See, like that. Got about 8 cloves of garlic diced up real fine. About half a cup of parsley, rough chop on that, and about a cup of milk. You're also going to need some salt and pepper. Then we got about a pound of ground beef and another pound of veal and pork, which I'm going to grind up myself. Now check this out. Look at this bad boy. I stole that bitch Carol Baskin's meat grinder, and we're going to make some meatballs with it. All right. Once we get those meatballs browned up, we're going to cook them in a little red sauce. So we got ourselves a 6-pound can of chopped tomato, 1 yellow onion diced up, and another 8 cloves of garlic chopped up real fine like, and some basil. We're going to chef and all that later. Fancy French. Alright folks, we're going to start by grinding up this here meat. Let's just kick this back. Wait a second, that don't sound right. What is going on in there? Oh my God! It's that bitch Carol Baskin's husband's hand! See that, Law? You need to go get her! Alright, so we got Carol's husband cleaned up out of there real good. We're ready to grind up some of this meat now, but now I still got these little panthers always trying to steal my meat. I just fed you, bitch! Jesus! So now, okay, we're gonna get this going. I'm gonna run this through a large die and then a small die. We're gonna mix all that meat together, and I'll be right back. See, Carol Baskin, you think I treat my animals bad? I slow dance in my kitchen with black bears. Woo! Oh, okay. Alright, girl. Well, we got that meat ground up, so let's make some balls. Alright, guys, we got a pound of beef, a pound of pork, and a pound of veal all ground up in here. We're going to just dump our Parmesan cheese in. We're going to dump our garlic in. Dump our parsley in. Season that real good with salt and pepper. Not too much, because you're going to test one before you make them all. You don't want to over season. Got some salt, some pepper. Oh yeah. And remember that cheese has got a good bit of salt in it too. Alright. So that's all the shit you can just dump in. Now these little chunks of bread, I'm going to put those in a bowl. You're going to pour your milk over that. Let it soak up that milk. Now this is going to give your meatballs a nice texture. Keep them all nice and moist. Oh, moist. Reminds me more of my ex-husband. I'll let that soak that up a little bit. Some people like to cut the crust off. I like to leave it on. It gives a little more of a little chew to it. Got good and soaked. Now we're going to take that and squeeze it. Squeeze it out. And add that back into that bowl. Kind of break it up a little bit more. Oh yeah. Grab some more. Squeeze that milk out. Just got to crumble that up. Doesn't have to be perfect. Tell you what, this is way better than using breadcrumbs. And it can be a little stale too. If you got a little bread going stale, throw that right in your meatballs. You're going to soak it in milk anyways. Turn it off real quick. Okay, so that's all in there. Let's start mixing that up. Don't want to work it, overwork it. Just get it all incorporated like. Let's see if maybe Carol Baskin's husband wants to give us a hand. Oh wait, he already gave her both. That's looking pretty good. Get these into balls. Alright, that's all mixed up. Now we can start making our balls. Now folks, you don't want to just make all these meatballs up and then you go get done and you didn't add enough salt, you didn't have enough pepper. So what you want to do is get yourself a little pan heated up, make a little meatball patty, and let's test it first. No. That's all. Make sure our seasonings are right. I'll come over here to our frying pan. Make sure that's good. Got a little oil in there. Let that cook for a minute and I'll get right back. Alright folks, we got a little bit of that meatball fried up. Let's give her a taste. Damn, that is good. Maybe just a pinch more salt. We're going to add that in there. And now, I got to thinking. You guys might be sitting at home wondering, what am I going to do with all these delicious balls and sauce? Now, if you go to Rocco's Kitchen on YouTube, there's a delicious little pasta dough recipe on there. You whip up some of that, make yourself some spaghetti. It just goes with that dandy like. That bitch Carol Baskin, now she's going to tell you that you don't want no gluten in your pasta. Well, I'll tell you what, that bitch can go to hell and so can gluten-free pasta. In fact, you know what? I just so happen to have a box of Carol Baskin's gluten-free pasta right here. Why don't you say, what do you say we take that out back and I'll show you what Carol Baskin can do with her pasta. Alright, Carol Baskin, you want to see what you can do with your pasta? I'm going to show you. Folks, I think that takes care of that gluten-free pasta. Dumbass Carol Baskin. Actually, you know what? Why do you say we give her one more for good measure? Yeah. Alright. Let's head back inside and make some meatballs. Alright, folks. I got my gloves on, which I like using when I'm making my meatballs. Now, these are also good if you're going to be sitting in the woods next to a bike path and you don't want to get fingerprints on nothing. But, you know, I digress. I don't even know why I'm saying that right now. Anyways, see what I got over here, I just balled these up. I adjusted my seasoning first. I need a little more salt. Mix that in. Balled these up into a little bit bigger than a golf ball. And what we're going to do is get some oil in a pan hot, about on medium heat. We're going to brown them on all the sides. We're going to get that sauce working. Once they're all brown, we're going to put these in that sauce and let it simmer down. And let that simmer until these meatballs are cooked through. And then your sauce and your balls will be done. Alright, y'all, we got some oil hot in our pan over here. And I got a little pot with a little bit of oil getting hot in there too. So that's for our sauce, this is for our balls. This guy should be ready to go, so we're just going to start dropping them in nice and gently. We'll get them nice and brown. That should hold it all together once we put it in the sauce. Either that, or you're going to put it in your sauce, and they're going to fall apart on you. You're going to have yourself some kind of weird bolognese. That's not what we're going for. While we're doing that, oil in here is getting hot. We are sweating our onions and our garlic, y'all. That is one of the best combinations in the dang old world right there. Onions and garlic. This kitchen's about to be smelling good. Got all them fixings. Give that a little stir. You also want to do that on about medium heat. You're not sauteing it too hard. You're just sweating it till them onions are translucent, y'all. Then we're going to add our tomato product. Alright. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, y'all, it's been going for about a minute. So, I'm just going to start turning them so we can get all these sides browned up real nice. Alright, folks, our meatballs are getting nice and brown. We'll let that last side finish up, then we're going to switch those over. While that was going on, look at that. Our onions are ready to go. So we're just going to go ahead and add our sauce, or tomato, and start making our sauce. Now we're going to do what Grandma used to do. You don't want to waste that sauce in the can. Just get yourself a little bit of water in there, swash it around, clean that can out. Oh yeah. Yeah, we can use a spatula. Get to stirring. Right now, all we're going to do is let that start simmering. A little salt. A little pepper. And we're going to add the basil at the end. Folks, we got those balls browning over there. I'm going to show you how to siphon out this basil. Pick us off some leaves here. Probably about 10 of them. 10 good sized leaves. Alright. That'll be good. Get out over here and check this out. And this is real easy. It sounds fancy, but it's easy. Just pile them leaves up on top of each other. Oh, I remember me and my ex-husband used to pile on top of each other. Anyways, you just pile them all up like that. You're going to twist it up. Oh boy, my ex-husband really loved twisting things up. That's, part of the reason he lost a bunch of teeth. So anyways, got it all twisted up. Now we're going to chop that real thin like. You want to get that as thin as you can get it. You must have a real sharp knife for this one. Ooh, about took off my finger there. Sometimes this is more dangerous than playing with them damn panthers and black bears. Look at that. Ooh, that's pretty. We're just going to leave that there. We're going to leave that there, and we'll add that to the sauce about 5 minutes before it's done. Folks, we got these meatballs all browned up over here, and they're ready to go in the sauce. Our sauce is bubbling away over here. You're going to be careful, because if that gets on you, that's going to be hotter than a dragon's asshole right there. Burn you up real good. Anyway, she's bubbling around, so let's go ahead and just dunk these guys in here to get all those meatballs in there. Just get them covered by the sauce. Let that simmer for about 10 more minutes, and then we're going to add the basil. Alright folks, there is your nice big bowl of meatballs, and I hope you enjoy. Now you can go ahead, make yourself a submarine with that. Better yet, put it on spaghetti. But it better not be no damn gluten-free spaghetti. I swear to God, I come to your house, I'll take care of you faster than I take care of that bitch Carol Baskin. Don't worry about what I just said. But you just enjoy your damn meatballs. Yeah!